This is Category 4 and this is my first ever chapter review. I'm going to start reviewing chapters for Shaman King Flowers now, every time I read one. I'm up to date with it. I read the latest one yesterday. I did a video for yesterday, but the video didn't go so well, so I decided to just do it today. And I've got my iPod in my hand with the list of names, just so, because it's Japanese names, I don't know all of them. Okay. So first of all, it starts off with Rio, and I will be using some of the English names. Rio or Ryu. Rio, whatever you want to pronounce it. They're all around the Asakura house. Everyone's sitting there having a party, trying to cheer themselves up. There we go. Ryuji, basically the new Rio guard, like big guy with the same hairdo as Rio's there. He's shocked to see that in Hana or Hana's house, he's got Tomo and Rio. If you don't know what Tomo is, Tamara basically, if you know the English version. They're known for defeat, like being the people that defeat all the gangs, all the like bad people in like the city or town, however you want to call it. And they're like known as legendary people because Rio is like the first guy to have a proper gang in the city, and Tamara is one person that fought, went against the law and used a real sword against people. So basically they're sitting at the party, they're all happy, trying to cheer themselves up, while Hannah's like sitting on his own, bandaged up. You can tell he's all upset and everything about losing Midamaru. It's got Yohane and Luca there. They're being a part of the party. The three witches are there. And they start looking at Yohane thinking, why doesn't he look like Yo or Hana or anyone of the Asakura family? And they realise that he actually looks like a 13-year-old version of Hayo or Zeke when he was 13 himself. So that he's part of the original family of Zeke, but he just looks like the 13-year-old version of him back when he was like from his proper look. When he wasn't reborn, he had his original look. Yohane looks like him when he was 13, which is pretty interesting to look at it. And Luca's feeling upset and thinks they're not worthy of being in the Asakura house after everything that's happened, even after the truce. And the witches come for her, making her feel part of the family, like part of the family, friend group, that kind of thing. It then changes, Hannah starts walking out, getting all angry about everyone, making a fuss over Yohane, but that's not really what's bothering him. You can obviously tell that. He leaves, everyone, Rio and Tamara notice that he's upset and stuff. It cuts to, let me see, Olumi or Anna the Third, in a flower shop with two other people that's all silhouetted. Then it goes to them and it's the characters, let's see, Red Seb and Siram, who are characters mainly in the manga only. They didn't really show up in the anime, I don't think, at all. So the manga only characters, and I haven't read all the manga, but I know it's different from the anime and I want to start getting it, so I've only got the first volume, but I will get more when I got money in. So basically, she's staying with them because they're like friends of Yo's and Anna's, so they're thought of trustworthy friends. Although the way it's presented in the manga panel, which I might show now, which has them, as you can see, that have them like a silhouetted face. They look mischievous and evil, and it shows Anna 3 or Anna the Third. I'm gonna just say, she's gone off to like her own room and everything. They seem all happy and everything. All us like spirits are all laying on the bed all comfy and everything, and asking why isn't she joining them, and she says it's obvious because they're being watched, and how she doesn't trust them, and she says how in the underneath the place there's the Golem and like the Iron Maiden kind of thing underground, which I'll show now. You can see, and she mentions how it looks switched on when it shouldn't be on. That means that it's ready to fight or something. So she doesn't trust him too well. And what she was officially told was she's there just to stay with them. And the ghost of Mikihisa, which is Yo's dad, which is passed on, which we can tell from this, or he died in the manga, I'm not sure. His ghost is meant to be there. It shows the mask of his face. But she hasn't seen him around, so she's not absolutely sure, and she'll have to. She says she'll use a public bath someplace else because she doesn't trust them. Then it goes to Yo at this graveyard where the whole thing started. He's sitting there looking at like a chopped piece of wood, which I think is used kind of like a gravestone kind of thing in Japan. I'm not 100% sure. He sees it in half and remembers a time when he was a child and he used an oversoul with Imidomaru at a very young age. Cutting in half this pillar and this log in front of it as well, I think, or behind it. He's thinking that he's all like tough and everything, that was easy. But you could tell he's talented and powerful and everything, but Miyamaro tells him that you wasn't meant to cut the log behind it as well, or the pillar behind it. So he didn't fully control his powers at such a young age. He was able to do it, but he wasn't really that skillful, I'll just say, or precise. And basically, Miyamaro's going at telling him it's not you've got the power and skill, but you need to know how to basically analyze the opponent to understand what's their weakness, what to do about it and everything. And that's when he starts going off at Midamaru. It shows that he's weighing down by the antiquity and he's not holding up properly and stuff like that. Then it flicks to him back at the graveyard, saying how Midamaru was wrong and everything. And he starts blaming Yo, his dad, for everything again, which I find a bit, I don't know, kind of pathetic, that he blames his father and Midamaru for him not being strong, when he always relied on Midamaru and didn't do anything himself. That's one bad thing about it. He blames his dad for everything, which is kind of stupid. And it shows this character like on the roof of a building, calling out to him, seeing if he's alright. And you can see this guy's... You don't know much about his character. He's a new character in this chapter. He looks maybe mischievous, or he's got something about him. And Hannah turns around and asks him, do you want to fight? Because he feels like kicking someone's ass. The guy says, yeah. He basically jumps at Hannah. He's turned around ready to fight. And then an oversoul appears in a large wide panel, which I'll show about here. And then it shows him moving out the way, and that's where it cuts. So that means next chapter we'll get a big fight, and because it's a monthly chapter, it'll be about 40 to 50 pages, which means we'll probably get either a long battle or we'll skip in between stuff or whatever. Either way, it's going to be really interesting to see Hannah get his ass kicked without Midamaru, as he's always relied on them, never done anything properly for himself. So I'm looking forward to the next chapter. This was a good chapter. It showed us more of Hannah's character, what's going on in the situation and stuff. And yeah, I'll be doing a review for the next chapter as soon as that shows up, whenever that does. I might be doing a video about Hannah's character, because I'm kind of even a nod on his character. I'm not sure if I actually like him or don't like him or what, so I might be doing a video about his character and maybe the series in general. So yeah, this was my chapter review for Shaman King Flowers, chapter 12. It's Cat04 saying thank you, like, comment and subscribe. And goodbye.